Today is cleanup day for many residents in our area, cleaning up the mess left behind by several tornadoes.
Never seen one this big, never really seen one do this much damage. It's unbelievable. A lot of force.
It was just amazing what it did.
Tonight we'll talk with some of the survivors as they pick up the pieces of their lives. It's tonight's big story, live from the Newsplex.
More complete coverage of today's big story. This is News Watch 7 at 6.
What took years to build blew away in only a matter of seconds. Tonight, a closer look at the devastation. Live Link reporter Tom Elser begins our big story. He and photojournalist Jeff Frolio spent the day in southwest Iowa. Tom, you and Jeff shot some amazing video.
Rob, what's amazing is how extensive the damage is. Entire farms were wiped out. We traveled to the town of Villisca, one of the hardest hit areas in southwest Iowa. A family farm with about a dozen buildings once filled this land.
It just looks like a bomb hit here. Just blowed everything up.
Now, fire burns what Thursday's tornado tore apart.
This is the worst one I've seen in this area. Yeah, it's really done a lot more damage than any I've ever seen.
The twister damaged at least 18 homes around Villisca. 5 of them are beyond repair. This one blew right off its foundation, landing 100 feet away.
I was thinking, wow, that's an actual tornado. You see them on TV and, but when it's actually, you see one moving, it's just, it's amazing just what it can do.
Adam Wainwright took pictures of the tornado as it ripped through southwest Iowa's countryside. He helped track its path.
Wow is the word for it.
Well, it's a mess. That's about all I can say about it.
The tornado victims are finding their personal possessions miles away. You can see this old magazine and part of a letter.
I don't think anything's really hit me yet, so it'll come eventually, I guess. Start going through the stuff and finding all the irreplaceable stuff that's broke.
Friends and family are helping clean up what's left. They know this could have easily happened to them.
Well, what's important is that no one got killed.
Now, one victim had more than $3,000 blow away. He just got his tax return back and was storing the money in a dresser. To make matters worse, he was going to use that money to get married 1 week from today.
Oh, boy, hopefully the families will get together and he and his fiancée can still get married.
Definitely.
Hey, Tom, any idea if those victims plan to stay in the area now that they don't have any homes?
Well, most of the victims I talked with say they do want to stay put. They're either going to rebuild or try to find another home in the area.
Okay, Tom Elser reporting live. Thanks.
You're welcome.
We showed you the damage the storms left behind here in central Iowa.
But southwest Iowa also hit very hard. News Channel 8 Live Link reporter Tom Elser spent the day in that part of the state and joins us now from the Omaha Live Link with a look. Tom?
Kevin and Jeanette, what's so amazing about our video today is how extensive the damage is. Entire farms were wiped out. We traveled to the town of Villisca, one of the hardest hit areas in southwest Iowa.
I was thinking, wow, that's an actual tornado. You see them on TV and, but when it's actually, you see one moving, it's just, it's amazing just what it can do.
Total comes to more than $8 million. 169 homes were damaged or destroyed. 43 farms were also damaged by the twisters.
We have shown you the damage a tornado can leave in its path, but what if you could take a ride on one?
Well, we can't do that, but it looks like a canceled check did, all the way from a farm in Villisca to a house in Farnhamville. News Channel 8's Aaron Hurley is here with the story. And Aaron, how far are those two towns away from each other?
Depends how you travel, about 160 miles by car or 100 by tornado. Just another example of the power of a twister.
This tornado near Villisca maxed out at about 250 miles per hour, staying in contact with the ground for more than 50 miles.
Well, it's a mess. That's about all I can say about it.
That's how Effie Bogus describes the destruction on her farm. The tornado flattened buildings and scattered debris, including this old check to the Omaha World Herald, a check that showed up more than 100 miles away in Farnhamville, in the front yard of the Klingers.
That's quite a ways for a piece of paper to fly.
After seeing the Bogus farm in Villisca on News Channel 8, the Klingers recognized the name from the check. They retraced the Iowa map and were amazed the old check stayed in such good shape.
Just dry as it could be. And it wasn't torn or anything. So, had to have a big flight
A big flight is right. The check probably got sucked up by the tornado and kicked around in updrafts of 120 to 150 miles per hour. The check may have made it 20,000 feet in the air before its gentle descent to the Clinger's lawn. Merle still can't believe it, but has no other explanation.
When I looked at the name and realized then that it was from that area, and I figured, well, it's the only way it could get here because I didn't know anybody in Villisca, so.
The Clingers haven't been able to reach the Bogus family yet, but as soon as they do, the check's in the mail.
Yet another wonder from Mother Nature.
It is a wonder.
Thanks, Aaron.
Right along with one. It appears that's what happened to a canceled check. Came from a farm in Villisca, Iowa, but landed near a house in Farnhamville. The Newswatch 7 live link and reporter Tom Elser take you on the 100-mile trip.
Fire burns what's left of this farm near Villisca.
Well, it's a mess. That's about all I can say about it.
That's Effie Bogus. This used to be her home. Now her personal belongings are scattered everywhere.
You never know what you might find.
And where you might find it. Merle Klinger found this check in her front yard the day after the tornado. It belongs to Effie Bogus.
Just dry as it could be. And it wasn't torn or anything.
That's pretty amazing when you consider she lives in Farnhamville. Keep in mind the check disappeared near Villisca. That's more than 100 miles away from Farnhamville.
I don't know how in the world it would end up here that far away.
So far, Merle hasn't been able to reach Effie Bogus, but when she does, you can bet the check will be in the mail. Tom Elser, Newswatch 7 Live Link.
Well, the tornado near Villisca topped out at 250 miles an hour. That means, by our calculations, the check only took a matter of minutes to deliver.